Hey, what's going on, everyone? So in this video, we're going to be taking a look at an older figure from 2016, but it is the First Order Flametrooper. I thought I would snag this, so I found this on eBay. And after tax and shipping, and plus I had a coupon, this wound up being $11 and change. So I figured, why not? Now, I'm not a fan of the sequel trilogy, but I love the Trooper designs. So I figured I'm going to snag this one. But as you can see, it comes in the classic red and black box that we saw for so long, and through the window you can see the figure comes with his flamethrower and his big old tank that he wears on his back. It looks kind of cool. And got a nice picture of the Flametrooper down there. On that side, the front window comes around and you have the large font kind of going across. On that side, it's just red and the Flametrooper's number 16. You've got a small window on the top. The bottom is the barcode and all the stuff that no one ever reads. And on the back, you get the same picture, you get a bio in various languages, and you got some more stuff down here that no one ever reads. I'm gonna get this guy open, and let's take a look at him. Okay, so I got the First Order Flametrooper out of his box, and let's just take a look at him from head to toe first. I kind of like this helmet design with just a thin little slit there for the eyes. I guess that's just to add further protection from the flame, keep him nice and covered. But the lines look pretty good. I think all the paint up here is pretty clean. I mean, that is pretty symmetrical. That little bump right, or that little bit right there matches this over here, so that's intentional. But yeah, the lines on the helmet look pretty good. I think the lines for the eye slit look pretty clean. I like that. Got some little bit of texturing going there on his neck. Chest armor looks good. Got a little bit of black paint there, some little recessed areas there and there. Looks nice. Got some little sculpted detail there. The arms look good. Got a little bit of black back here. That looks kind of cool. That's what the back of him looks like. Just more of the same, more armor. Now, I'm not sure if you see this rear thigh plate back here is smooth. This one is not smooth. I don't know if that's an imperfection. Right there, it's a big kind of divot. I mean, this being an older figure, if anyone's watching this that owns one, I would love to know if yours has this too. I can't imagine what that's for, but it's kind of interesting. But this little strap on the right thigh, and it's not on the left thigh, that looks kind of cool. Got some asymmetry going on there. The knees look good. And there's like another knee pad that's like recessed underneath the thigh armor. It's kind of nice. Shin armor looks good. Shoes are just shoes. The belt can move a little bit, but it's glued here, and it is also fixed in the back. So like I mentioned, it can move a little bit, but it's not going to go anywhere. It's definitely a good-looking trooper. Like I said, I'm not a fan of the sequel trilogy, but I absolutely love the trooper designs, and this one does not disappoint. And the Flametrooper is so much fun to play with in Battlefront 2. It's a cool character. You can really just obliterate a lot of people quickly with the Flametrooper. I tell you, these under here are nice and clean. I mean, everything looks really good on him. Yeah, I really like this figure. So let's just run through articulation real quick on the Flametrooper. So the head obviously can turn side to side, just like all of them. He's got some pretty decent tilt. He can look down that far, and he can look up that far, and he's got a little bit of forward and back at the neck as well. The shoulder pads sort of recess into the chest armor, but that's all you get, and it's the same on both. Yeah, kind of limited in the shoulders, but the arms can rotate all the way around. He has a single jointed elbow, but it does not even get to 90. You've got a swivel at the elbow, and I didn't even notice all this little textured detail on the inside of his forearm there. It's kind of nice. And it's the same thing on both. Pretty cool. He has a swivel at the wrist, but boy, it is super tight. The right hand is hinged up and down, but you're kind of blocked by this armor here, but it goes a little bit. And the left hand can hinge side to side, but again, it's really limited by this armor. He's got a swivel at the midsection, but because of the armor, he cannot crouch forward, he cannot go back, and there's nothing in the way of side to side. You only have a swivel at the midsection. The legs get up to there, And if you fold this pouch out just a little bit, you can get the legs out that far. They go back that far. He has a swivel at the thigh, and mine is stiff. Wow, yeah, but there is a swivel there. He has double jointed knees, but it's almost pointless because the armor runs into armor right here, but that's all you got. Feet go down about that far. They go up about that far, and of course they can swivel at the ankle. And as far as accessories, there's the flamethrower, and it is nicely detailed. It's got some red and white paint there, kind of a black and white scheme, got some vents on the barrel, got a handle. That's where the hose plugs in right there. But the stock looks good. I mean, everything looks really, really nice on this. Yeah, I love that. And here we have the fuel tank, and it's got some really nice sculpted detail throughout. Some nice paint here, some red dot, looks really cool. This is nice. Got a little bit of detail there, if I can get the light just right. Yeah, some little bits in there that look kind of cool. And the design of it kind of makes it look like the tanks are sort of mounted on a frame, which is kind of cool, like that. The hose is a very soft, rubbery material. Even though it has some memory in it, it's still very soft. And there's the peg there, and there's a peg on his back that will peg into there, so that's going to help it, not rotate. So you have a peg in his back, and then a peg on his back right there. So it lines up just like that. And it is super tight. Wow. But yeah, with those two pegs, it's not going to rotate. Yeah, that's a really good look. I love the fuel tank. That looks awesome. And then as far as him holding the flamethrower, it kind of helps to put it in his hand first, I found, because it is a tight fit. So that goes in just like that, and it is super secure. It's not going to come out. And then once it's in his hand, then you can plug in the hose. And it's also a very secure fit. There's even like a little audible snap. So that the hose really fits in there nicely. So for one hand, that's what that looks like. It looks nice. There's no real trigger on it anywhere, so to speak. So the trigger finger just kind of sits there. I don't know, but it does look really good. And as far as having it in two hands, it's kind of a chunky figure. He has no butterfly joint here, and he's got limited range of motion in the wrist, and he's got a very limited range in the elbow. So you're not going to get any kind of, aiming down the sights kind of pose. I mean, not that a flamethrower really has sights. It's more or less just a spray kind of gun. But, I mean, it does go in two hands. I've found that putting the left hand here as opposed to here, which actually looks like a handle, it goes a little bit better. So there's the left hand on what looks like it would be a handle, but I don't know, from the side, it just looks kind of funny. So I think I'll probably just pose him something like this with the left hand a little bit closer to the right hand, just sort of at like a relaxed stance. But yeah, it's definitely a good look. It is a cool looking trooper. So in closing, I'm pretty happy with this purchase. I mean, it was under $12. I mean, yes, it's an older figure, and I know a lot of people have already seen this trooper, probably already own this trooper, but I just thought I would share my thoughts on it, and I like it. I mean, it's a good looking figure. It's a pretty chunky figure. It doesn't have the best articulation, but it is a cool looking trooper design. I love the flamethrower. I mean, this thing just looks amazing. All the detail in here. And I love when they add paint to the weapons, because most of them are just black. We don't see too many weapons with a lot of paint on it. Even just this little subtle bit in there just looks really, really good. But as far as the armor, the outfit, I mean, the helmet looks awesome. All the armor up here, the chest armor, all the armor on the arms, how it's split, in various, different pieces. Got some black paint there, looks really good. Little plate on the back of his hand. The thigh armor, how it's cut right there, looks really cool. I just really, really like this figure a lot. Even this little strap right here looks really cool. But the fuel tank looks really, really nice. This hose has a really nice texture to it. It connects really well here. It's super secure. And I didn't try to pull this off of here. This might be all one piece. I'm not going to try it. So yeah, this is a cool figure. I'm pretty happy I bought it. So if you like videos like this, please hit like and subscribe and hit that little notification bell. I would certainly appreciate it. And I would love to hear your thoughts on the First Order Flametrooper. So please comment below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll just see you guys next time.